driveway. Oh, there she is. Don't run her over. She's in the middle of the street.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
It's like quite a ways off there. I mean, I could see that there was water over there. It's like there was water. Okay, now you're gonna miss it. That's good. It's looking good. You're doing great. Yep, good angle.
I can't get back underneath it. I'm gonna have to pull forward.
Okay, well, just keep coming right now. Keep coming. You're good. You're. Okay, 2 feet. 12 feet. No, 12 inches. Okay, stop. Stop.
Oh, you got 6 more inches.
4 inches, maybe.
You can a little bit if you want.
I know. I think she can get out and around that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that should be plenty of room.
Forgot she's still a Dallas Cowboy fan. You can leave Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the girl. Is that how that goes? Yeah. Just want to leave it there.
All right, we are back. We're back to Mike and Karen's house, Salt Lake City. This is their lovely house, and in the cul-de-sac. We weren't sure if we were going to fit, but he measured the driveway. He says we're 50 feet, you're going to be good. And as you can see, we're right to the end. But I thought it would be kind of cool to do something different. It's called, you know, mooch-docking. Everybody talks about mooch-docking. And we have water, of course, and we cleaned all the tanks out before we got here. We're here for 4 days. And the thing that we were questioning was how we were going to do electricity. And so Mike's pretty handy. So he went ahead and hooked up a 30 amp. And I had this dog bone that we've been carrying around since we got it from Sheila's dad's RV way back when. And it actually has some unique properties. And since it's been, today's actually nice and cool, it's been like 100 degrees here. I was concerned about not being able to run at least 2 air conditioners to keep everything cool. So I thought maybe I would share something different with you and share with you how we're doing the electricity. And I got to do a test. So Mike had everything set up in here, so we did a test and I pulled it out. So here, there's Mikey. Hey, hi Mikey. So Mike pulls down this thing over here. What'd you do? You pulled a 30 amp from the breaker, right?
Yep.
He went ahead and dropped a 30 and just run out a wire from your board, basically?
Yeah, straight from my breaker panel.
Pulled it up, threw it down. Well, I had this dog bone. So the dog bone, I stepped down from 50 amp. The dog bone I got from Sheila's dad had a 30 amp plug on one side, then the other side just had a straight 110. In theory, the way this is working is that we're supposed to have 45 amps. So in theory, it would be 15 amps from the regular plug-in on one side and 30 amp to this side. The problem came into play, so if you're gonna have this and you're gonna mooch dock, we had to plug in the 110, not in the garage, and we tried it in the basement. But anything that's the GFI would trip the GFI. We are actually running the cord inside the house off just a normal breaker. And we haven't tripped at all. We've had it on now a day and a half. We've run 2 air conditioners, which has been fabulous, and not having to worry about any of that. This might be a great tip for somebody if you're gonna mooch dock. Downside, I've used this stupid dog bone probably 4 or 5 times in Thousand Trails parks, where the pedestal is sitting there and it's got a 30 amp on one side, and of course you've got the normal plug-in on the other. And the problem is every time I would go to plug in the other side, the other leg, it would trip the breaker on the pedestal and it wouldn't work. So I was so frustrated with this dog bone. This was like my last attempt, and since we're here at Mike and Karen's, we were able to plug it into different areas to see if this would even work. It does work, but it's not going to work like you would think it would work in a lot of like Thousand Trails parks or RV parks that have a 30 amp on one side and then next to it just the normal outlet, like you would think. Even though there's 2 breakers, for whatever reason it wasn't working. Beware that that could be an issue if you're going to try this method. I still am running basically my safeguard off of the 30 amp side coming in, and then the other side I just plugged straight in.
So you're on a 15 amp circuit.
Yeah, so I'm 15 amp on one side. Now, in your power box on your rig, if you have a 50 amp, the breaker comes in, you have 2 breakers in the middle, and the top half is on one side of your breaker, and the bottom side is on the other side of your breaker, meaning that you can look to see which is on which leg. If you're plugged into just straight 30 amp and it's going in to both sides, you're going to only pull 30 amps on both sides of your leg. If you're splitting it like we're doing on this, that 30 amp is only coming into the one side to run the air conditioner. You can't run like the air conditioner in our bedroom. You can run the main air conditioner in the center console, but not in the bedroom or in the garage. So it's kind of, you're gonna have to play around with it a little bit, but this is working as of now, and we haven't kicked a breaker or anything, and it's been working great. So could be a good tip. He has a great little RV, but it's 30 amp, right? Yeah. Toy hauler. He's got a toy hauler that he uses. Yeah, this is kind of a little learning process on my account, and he was kind of watching us go along. But hopefully, as you're mooch-docking somewhere and you try to pick one of these up on Amazon or something, hopefully this might help you if you're looking. And I'll get a little closer up on this so you can see what it looks like. But it's called, I don't know what it's called. It just says 45, had a little tag on it, 45 amps. But 30 amp on one side and just a normal one on the other, normal plug-in. That's supposed to make up the difference. I wouldn't use this as your reducer down from 50 to 30 because, again, it's only on one side. You want a straight reducer down if you're going to go that method, and just go to a straight 30. So there you go.
Hey, good morning. How we doing today?
Just park wherever is convenient, facing south, and then when you leave, you can kindly follow the arrows that go around on the outside.
So I can just park right here? This is convenient.
Yeah, right.
Seems like this would be something to bring the grandchildren to.
It was a
So you're always saying that. So here's where we're at. We're at the is it 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐿? What is this thing?
Rio
𝐁𝐞𝐿.
Tinto 𝐁𝐞𝐿.
It's a mine.
It's copper mine.
It's a big copper mine. It's like the biggest in the world. But, and we're with Mike and Karen, and they're taking us on a little adventure, right, Mike?
Let's hope.
We don't have any idea what we're doing.
There's 2
That's
trees.
accurate.
There is 2. There's 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐿 visitor experience. This has got to be the smallest visitor area I've ever seen in the world for the biggest mine. This can't be the visitor center. That's the smallest visitor center I've ever seen. Usually what I do when I need a tire, I usually just get online when I'm ordering tires and say, yeah, I need the 53 80R 65s and I need about 20 of them. Yeah, I know they're 12 foot tall. I know that. I know they're 10,000 pounds. Ship them right over. There's enough rubber in this, Mike, that it's 500 car tires or 90 bus tires. Isn't that crazy? There's 2,000 pounds of steel in this wonderful hub here. Did you know that? He's over here and he's trying to read the sign.
I'm trying to read.
I done beat it.
My self-education.
I know. I'm just destroying it. I think the cost. I would venture the cost is $100,000, but I don't know. We'd have to look it up.
We would have to look at it.
Yeah, you could go to the website and probably just find that out. But call 320 tons. fully loaded truck is 1.1 million pounds. And down here, they look like Tonga toys. It's insane. The average truck is, I think, 24 foot tall. That's as tall as a 2-story house, just so you know. Put it in perspective.
How far you can go down the cut, keep roads, and some serious
Once again, blown away. Coming to the mine, I was like, what can we expect? This is amazing. And it's even, there's no way I could even put it in any kind of proper perspective.
No, didn't they say it's the world's largest open pit mine?
It's one of them, I think. There's like 2 others that are bigger, or both, I don't know. But you cannot fathom the complexity of how long it's been going and what they've done.
Just the lineup of the trucks sitting there ready to, like, the logistical operations of getting this stuff out of the ground, it just baffles my mind. I don't know. What I was telling Todd, though, is I just am intrigued by, we've been fortunate just to be touring the United States and seeing how beautiful it is on the top, but the earth
down
is even just as strikingly beautiful on the inside of the earth,
all the different colors and perspectives of all the geography that's here.
It's just beautiful, and what an operation to pull all of these gold and copper, silver.
Karen was sharing they do blasting sometimes on Thursdays is when they do the major blasting for everything.
Yeah, but did you see that this is 24 hours a day?
Oh,
7 days a week.
I did not see it was 24
Hauling,
hours a day. How'd you like to have that shift? Hey, Bob, pull the short straw, buddy. You're working 11 to 7, buddy. It would be a very tiring to drive a dump truck.
Well, they can't make
the
many
late night
trips.
shift.
It's so far.
That's true too.
But did you see the size of that scoop?
Yeah.
How many tons is that?
I don't know.
That?
240.
I'm gonna look again.
How many Sheilas would fit in the scoop?
Well, let's just
Well, I can put my
lay down and we'll start
What?
measuring you across.
How many Sheilas? They're gonna give a prize on how many Sheilas could fit in a scoop.
Well, I can put my feet on one.
I know it's 120 tons. How
You can
many?
do that
How much
math.
we'll do
You
the
do
math. I'll do the math.
The shovel itself weighs 2,000 tons. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, 24 hours a day, 52. Now, let's get to Sheila trivia. How many Sheilas was it in each scoop? We figured this out because we're smarting people like that.
Really, they helped us figure.
Well, I mean, yeah, Mike
we
and
brought
Karen
Mike
helped,
and
but
Karen along.
here's the deal. If you guessed 1,714 Sheilas per scoop, you would be correct.
We only need one.
We only need one, Sheila. We don't need 1,714 per scoop.
1,700 Sheilas. Woo!
1,700 Sheilas per scoop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's a lot of Sheila.
Well, I could use one more of me to help take care of you now that I think
Yeah,
about
whatever.
it.
You need some
American
perspective.
history.
So there's Sheila, and there's the tire.
American history. Here's Earth science class. Like
12 and a half
so
foot
much
tall.
more than-
The question is that tire weighs a lot. Sheila, how many Sheilas does this tire make? How many Sheilas does it take the same?
Can you just see how it, like, it's kind of a little small.
This tire weighs the same as 77 Sheilas.
How much does this tire cost?
I haven't found out that, but all I know is
That's a good friend, right?
Sheila is like, there's no amount of money. And if you get 77 of those right there.
I can't imagine how much that thing. We should find the Michelin plant that makes those.
I think Mike's researching that tire
He's
cost.
just gonna ask Google.
Yeah, he's asking Siri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the core of the
No
earth.
internet.
There's no
There's a-
service in the core of the
I
earth.
think there's like a magnetic pole here, which means that
that is.
UFOs probably come right over the top of this pit.
Oh, they
Well,
Have
they
you
did. Just last week, a UFO came.
Flew over?
I actually think they
It was
probably
a
put
meteor.
something down.
Oh, it was a meteor.
and like
Yeah.
how they fuel from the core of the earth. Like they get their energy from right down there.
I forgot there was a meteor that broke up right outside of Salt Lake
We
City.
could go look for pieces of it in the lake.
Oh, look, there's one.
Right, I see it. See, there's 3 of them.
3
sitting there.
meteor boulders up here.
Okay, when we get cell coverage, we're gonna look up.
We're gonna find out the price of this because we do that on Switch It Up. We no stones
Did anybody
uncovered.
read this right here?
We read it.
Yeah, we read all
There's
that.
nothing
That's how I found out there was 77 Sheilas or whatever. I'm sitting here thinking, what? Who is camping in this thing? No way. Well, maybe. They've been.
Doesn't look all that appealing.
This would be a bad little place to.
Yeah, you back in, put the back deck down.
Look at those people down there by the water.
Come on.
It's rotting.
I would never camp here. It smells terrible.
Oh, Sheila, where are we?
Well, it smells worse than Portland.
You can't say that.
Well, it does.
Where are we?
We're at the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah, we're at the Great Salt Lake State Park,
Well, there's the Salt Lake out there.
and it's slowly evaporating and leaving the waft and aroma of
Well, I
just
don't-
wonderful
I'm guessing.
stuff.
Yes, it is. It is down. The lake is low. But
Low?
I'm guessing it smelled this way before.
Look at all the
too.
tourists.
Yes.
Karen hasn't been out here for a long time.
Because it smells. I don't
I was
blame
here
her.
just last year.
Why do you come here?
Oh,
Because people want to see the Salt Lake. And I'm like, seriously, you want to come see?
obviously,
Okay, I'll take
do
you to
not
Salt
don't put the Salt Lake like on your agenda, like your.
Todd, you could remember you've done some chunky dunking. You could float out there.
I have
You could float
floated in.
Beach.
I have floated in the Dead Sea.
See?
There's the beach, so you can go out there and you can just float.
Look at this. The water is so far down. Here's the boat access ramp.
I think that's a kayak ramp now. Doesn't look like a boat.
I don't think you can boat it much anymore.
It blows.
I'm wondering if this is lower than 1963.
I think it is. But I'm not
Look at that. The ocean's only 3.5% salt, and that out there is 14 to 25%.
We're on the south end, so we're 14.
Dead Sea's 33.
Yeah.
There's a
I think the ocean is very salty. Like when you're like that, I can't imagine.
$1 billion in Utah County a
Get
year.
salt?
Magnesium, potassium, salt. That's only 3. Oh, 5 companies.
I didn't know that's where sea monkeys come from.
This brine shrimp.
I didn't know sea monkeys were brine shrimp. All these years that I had sea monkeys, I could have came here to get them for free.
Did you know the Dead Sea isn't the saltiest, Tom?
No,
There's
what's
one
the
in
salt?
Ethiopia.
What's it called?
43%.
Tao Pond.
Sheila,
Well, honey.
sea monkeys. We could have been coming here to get sea monkeys. We've been buying the kit, and they're here. Well, when I was growing up, we bought
Yeah,
kits.
I wasn't
We
part
got
of that.
the kits for the kids, and now we could just come here and scoop them out. I'm gonna buy those kits. Just come to Utah. You can find your own sea monkeys. Take them back with you. So there's camping sites. You can come here and camp right here at the lake. It's not like the most attractive destination. A lot of empty spots. Where are we?
Crown Burger.
Okay, why?
Downtown Salt Lake City. Pastrami Burger.
So
They're the best.
while you're in Salt Lake, you have to do Salt Lake City food. So
Yeah.
and
We're
it's
going to Crown Burger.
With fry sauce for your fries.
okay.
All right.
Crown Burger. We've turned into that food review again.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know
We're
for sure.
headed in.
What the heck? So do they call our number?
Yeah.
Apparently this is a pastrami hamburger.
With cheese.
I don't think, did I get cheese? Yeah, with cheese. Okay. And this is the bomb, right? It's a bomb diggity? Bomb diggity.
Without a doubt.
Okay, let me get this adjusted.
A lot of pressure on you right now.
There's a lot of pressure on Mike right now because he's been talking about this burger for like an hour.
Yeah, he's been hungry.
I don't think I was that.
Yes, yeah, you were.
In my conversation.
There's a lot happening right now. From the cheese to the pastrami to the hamburger to... There's no bacon on this, just pastrami. Okay. I like it, but it is a very different taste. I think it's salt. It's not as salty.
Of course.
Yeah, it's very salty. I survived Crown Burger. Sheila, what'd you think of your experience with the burger?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was fabulous. I'd have mine again. It was a good recommendation. Did you enjoy yours?
I loved mine.
Karen, what did you have?
Mushroom Swiss burger.
You did?
Yes.
I thought you got. Oh, you didn't get one of the
No, I
regular.
don't like pastrami.
Oh, well, there you have it. You have it first. You can get a normal burger, or you can get a pastrami burger
Or
thing
a mushroom burger.
from the Royal. No, what is this place?
Crown.
Crown.
Yeah, come get your crown on.
You are thinking Crown Royal.
Crown Royal does sound yummy.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother video. That is a very,
Yeah.
because it overlooks the city too.
And it's on Springs.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The whole thing's on Springs.
Yep.
For
They did the same thing here that they're doing to Tipple Square.
That's a cool
City.
building.
We're in for a special treat.
Yeah.
Don't tell them the big surprise.
Oh,
What
I don't want to blow.
we're gonna give you.
Blow the story
This
line.
is gonna be a fun fact that will blow your mind.
Blew mine.
Yeah, Sheila was very surprised. But it's supposed to be right up here, Salt
on the
Lake
right.
City, Utah. It's gonna be on the right. This is pretty fancy. Are you sure? World's first. Does that really say that? World's
Yes.
first KFC. World. What?
Yep.
It looks brand new.
Well, they redid it.
It may have been remodeled.
World-
Get the Harmon sign too.
Famous.
Like right
Oh,
here.
wait, here's the original sign. There it is.
It's the original.
Okay, let's give you the lowdown. You thought KFC was in Kentucky.
Well,
No.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it started in Salt Lake City, Utah, which is crazy in itself. What else did it happen? He came in and franchised with Harmon. Is that what happened?
Yeah, Harmon Cafe franchised Kentucky Fried with what Harland Sanders for his chicken.
And
Loved it.
Salt.
He
I
liked
thought the
the
Colonel
flavor
was
so
from
much.
Kentucky.
Tell them, how did they get the Kentucky Fried name?
Well, the painter.
The
came up
painter.
with- The painter that was going to put the sign up to advertise it came up with the Kentucky Fried Chicken and the finger licking good
Oh yeah, they trademarked that.
trademark
Well, it must have been
slogan.
good.
That's so awesome. Now that is a fun fact that I am sure nobody knew. Well, I
I'm
mean,
sure
somebody could have
would.
known.
It-
But if
it
you love
coulda,
your
might have had a somebody.
If
coulda.
you love KFC, you'd find it right here. All right, Sheila, this is it. We are we're putting some water in the tanks for our next location. We're actually boondocking. For a
Yeah, we're
couple
going
days.
from moochdoking to boondocking.
+1 for solar panels. But the moochdoking here, you know, at Mike and Karen's has been great, and we've learned a lot. It was nice to have the 2 hookups.
Yeah, and it was nice to just kind of be able to sit and chat and catch up with old friends, so that was good.
Yeah.
That's a benefit to moochdoking.
Salt Lake City has some hidden little gems. We were able to go up in the hills and take the razor around and stuff just to kind of see some of the sights, which was actually amazing. And it's all sitting in like this bowl. So depending on where you are, you got like these great overlooks of the whole city.
Yeah.
He was like, you got 45 minutes up to a mountain to go skiing. You're like 30 to 45 minutes to the big lake over here. You got Salt Lake on the other side. Low humidity.
No mosquitoes.
No mosquito. Yeah, really limited mosquitoes. I mean, there's a lot of perks here. Just saying, there's a lot of perks. But yeah, we really enjoyed our time here. Hopefully you just enjoyed our little stopover and maybe you gleaned some tips from us Moochdocking. And then we're hitting the road.
Off to boondocking in the dirt.
Yeah, Sheila's favorite. At least we were here, we had concrete.
Yep.
Like concrete. Concrete's Sheila's
I
favorite.
even put my cruddy shoes on knowing I'm headed to dirt.
So as always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And then last night, somebody came over to visit because, you know, they had somebody that watched us.
I have a family member that watches us, so that was kind of fun.
It was awesome to visit. We took pictures, but make sure if you hit that notification bell, you'll be able to see our videos when they pop up. We hear this a lot where sometimes you guys don't see us come up in the feed as much. We still upload on Wednesdays and Sundays as of now. Who knows in the future, but as of now. And if you hit the subscribe, that little bell, you'll be able to see us better in the future. Does that help? It helps. There's your tip. There's your tip. It's good. Good to have tips. Good to have all that kind of stuff going on. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I gotta pull water, pull power, and we're on the road. With all that being said, we're out.